Hey guys, Father Jonah here again. Today we're going to talk about the Holy House of Loreto, which I'm guessing most of you have not heard about, actually. So, about 3.5 hours drive away from the city of Rome in Italy, you've got the town of Loreto, which is on the coast. And in Loreto, there's this church. And inside the church is this house. And this house is believed to be the house where Mary lived when the archangel Gabriel came to announce to her that she would become the mother of God. So it's the house of the Annunciation. What's it doing in Italy? Because Mary did not live in Italy at the time. Well, we believe that around the year 1290, the house was transported from the Holy Land to Rome. How it got there is the subject of some debate, but archaeologists have studied the house and seen that these stones seem to come from first century Palestine, and there's a lot of like graffiti markings on the stone and a lot of things that do not mesh with it being from Italy. So it's really fascinating. It really does seem to be the walls of the house that Mary lived in, because they've even gone to where Mary lived and they've measured the footprint of where her house was, and it matches exactly the dimensions of this house. Anyway, it's wild. You should read about it. But why are we talking about this house when it comes to St. Joseph? Well, that house, it's about the size of a studio apartment here in New York, like 31 feet by 13. So it's small. That house is where the Word became flesh. Think about that. There's even an altar inside the house that says, "Here the Word became flesh." So that's where the archangel Gabriel comes to Mary and says, "Hail, full of grace, the Lord is with you." And Mary, after hearing what she's called to do, says, "I am the handmaid of the Lord. Let it be done to me according to your word." And so there, Jesus is conceived in her womb, and Mary's life changes forever. Our lives change forever, and Joseph's life changes forever. We've been spending time just meditating on the person of St. Joseph as the guardian of Jesus, the man who serves as his father, the faithful companion to Mary. It's also good to think of Joseph as someone who also needed to be saved by Jesus. That the Word became flesh for Joseph in that moment. And for Joseph, Jesus is his Savior as well. He's not just the child that he needs to take care of and teach and protect, but he's also his Savior. And to have these reminders of stone walls, dimensions, a place, it's a real good concrete reminder to us that the Word really became flesh. God became man. He became one of us. He reached out and touched us, united our nature to him. And so Joseph, his whole life was changed, just like everyone else in the world at that moment. When Mary said yes, when Jesus was conceived, the Word became flesh, and salvation began.